That weather moving in, maybe we should keep Winterhaven going. It is a wrap, though, for the 72nd Winterhaven Festival of Lights. And no official word on attendance yet, but some residents say 300 to 500,000 spectators walked or drove or were driven through that neighborhood.
That's where we find our Lupita Murillo this evening. Lupita, you were on Christmas Avenue. Tell us what you're seeing.
Well, actually, I can tell you that a lot of the decorations are still up. You can see right behind me that some people still have their lights on, and they have their beautiful sets still going. So it's still going. But I can tell you that there is a gentleman by the name of Neil Grissom, and they've named an award after him. And that's because people who get this award try to emulate him of going over and above.
This year was by far the busiest I've ever seen it.
For nearly 2 decades, Jim Toffel has been putting up the display that greets everyone, Winterhaven Zoo. And every year they add to it. This year it was pigs. Why pigs, you ask? Because after last year's cancellation of the event, Jim told people the festival will be back when pigs fly.
We're glad it's back. I mean, it's a really special time for us and the family.
Special because his dad, Rich, grew up in Winterhaven and took part in the festivities in the 50s. Also special because when Jim and his wife, Allison, moved into the neighborhood 19 years ago, his youngest daughter, Lexi, was a baby.
I really have loved being able to grow up in such a fun, Christmassy, festive neighborhood. It's been really awesome.
Of course, this doesn't magically appear. It's a family affair. For 5 weeks leading up to the opening of the festival, 20 family members and boyfriends work at putting up the display. And it takes 1 day and 7 people to take it down. But this year was especially moving.
The streets were packed every night.
This year was definitely really crazy. A lot of people showed up this year. It was super awesome.
However, when you have this many people, there are traffic issues and some vandalism, but the joy the festival brings outweighs the bad.
There's just so many happy people here throughout the whole festival. Everybody comes, it puts them in the Christmas spirit.
For this U of A freshman, it gives the neighborhood a chance to connect with the community, especially during COVID. It's the children who smiled big and bright.
They didn't get to come see it last year. All of the little kids were so excited to see all of the decorations.
This is truly a community-wide event because in order to go through Winterhaven here, you must donate canned goods or money, and it goes to the community food bank. Well, late this afternoon, the food bank tells us that they collected over $25,000 and over 45,000 pounds of food. And a little known fact here, when I was talking to Jim, he says that when his dad was growing up here, these trees, Alex, can you get the shot of these trees? These trees weren't this big, so it wasn't this massive when his dad was involved in it back in 1952. But, it's come a long way since then. Reporting live from Winterhaven, Lupita Murillo, News 4 Tucson.